I know the last couple stories sound like much of my life was traumatizing, but every summer I got to spend a few weeks in the very most northern part of Door County in an area known as Garrett Bay. So if this is Wisconsin, this is Door County over here, this thumb. And we had a cabin all the way on the north side of that. And it was in that bay that I actually learned how to sail. And not only did I learn how to sail, but I have these memories of going to the beach and just thinking to myself how odd the rocks were compared to all the other rocks in the area. And it was really sort of the start of my interest in the geology of Door County. And what's interesting is that the story that I wrote that the teacher typed up for me in 8th grade, it was based on on that part of Wisconsin. It was based on Garrett Bay in specific, that there was a mystery to Garrett Bay. And on my other YouTube channel, I did a video called Blue Feather, and I gave a good shot at what I think is the real origin of the Great Lakes. And it's one of those experiences that I look back and I go, you know, you do have all of these things that happen. We also have formative events where we experience things that bring us just information. The question is, was your interest in that information enough to hold your attention? And when it came to Garrett Bay, it always held my attention. And in this clip right here, you can see I was there last year on my birthday at the beach that I learned how to sail. And I was doing a video for my Catastrophic Geology side channel called Robert. I'll put the link down below. And it's just such a unique place, Door County all by itself, that it was a safe place to be. It was small enough that we could ride our bikes to Gill's Rock, buy candy in the gift shop at the Shoreliner. I had a friend, and we would ride down to Ellison Bay and play tennis and go swimming and all sorts of other chaotic nonsense. And it was a great place to be free. And in fact, it's that freedom of being out in nature and walking the trails of, for example, Newport State Park when it was literally 7 or 8 years old. We used to pull spikes and nails from the old dock and the old town that used to be there when I was a kid. We'd go there in the summer quite often. And it just, if you've been to Door County, you know that it has an energy. And I never knew this, but part of that energy goes through the fact that it's right at the 45th parallel. And my cabin was just north of that 45th parallel. It was a cabin on a road called N Elm Road. And it was called M, I was told, for new, because there was an original road that went into the development, and that was the old Elm Road. This was the new Elm Road. And it gave me a chance to experience things like the water level changes on Lake Michigan. Jumping off the dock in Sister Bay, you realize the difference between the water being just up at the dock like it was, I think, last year, and it being, Lake Michigan being down 5-6 feet, and you're jumping, you know, deep off the dock into the water, which is actually a little more fun. I got to sail in Door County much later. I had a 34-foot sailboat called Northern Harmony. And my girls were able to experience some of that freedom of just, we're going to go out and experience things. And I want a world so badly where anyone who wants to get on a sailboat and go experience not only sailing but visiting a port, to do that. I hope it's a noble view of the world someday, because sailing brings me such richness and such happiness, because there's just you and your intuition of where the wind's going to take you best. And I've always enjoyed it from the first time I tipped my sailboat over in the water. I want people to know that not just Door County, but lots of parts of my life were very happy and very enriching. And I had a loving family, and I had, a good neighborhood, and I had all sorts of good things that were going for me. And I think that's one of the reasons why, generally speaking, I grew up a happy kid. And it's just one of those stories about growing up that you can't tell any one part of. But I wanted to stop and talk about Door County because if you haven't been, it's a special place. I make cherry pies for Christmas from Door County. It's kind of my thing. I want to thank you guys for listening in this week, and peace.